Hello, and welcome to Let's Play Radiant Dawn. I'm USS Gordon Captain here with...
Flashing fire.
We're live commentating a 4-turn of one endgame.
Yeah, the action economy is very tight all around.
Yeah. So, Zihark is going to have to hit 288s because I forgot to forge a third point of hit on the steel sword.
Yeah. That can be rectified.
Here, Nyla needs pass, so she can pass through a bunch of enemies. This one in particular, the one we go for. So a speedrunner by the name of Xord developed this formation on the end of turn 1. It might have been actually Curry Master or someone, but I can't really find all the information. And this,
yeah, it's a speedrun strat, and they tend to collaborate.
They have, and while they don't do all the nonsense we do at the bottom here to get Raphael 1 square forward, because that's
2
that
squares.
ain't what speedrunners do. They do that really interesting movement order thing, and so that allows us to not have to worry about positioning on the next turn, since on enemy phase of turn 1, the Armor Knight attacks Black Knight, and only the Black Knight can attack really up ledges. So one thing that this run does is it makes sure that only the Black Knight fights once up a ledge. There's only one up ledge attack in the whole run.
Yeah, just you never want to suffer that minus 50 hit penalty if you can avoid it.
Right, so this turn is really sus because you have to make sure to do everything right without screwing up.
Right, not sus in any like combat way. Just the amount of things you have to do in the correct order as a human.
Yeah. One heuristic you can apply, though, is you can do certain things in, like, any order. So, in this case, that. And then from here, we can do the Ilyana shove.
Yeah. So the reason Zihark is camping out there to the left of Morim is that he is effectively reserving a space to shove Vika next turn.
Yes. And now...
because otherwise the soldier would occupy it.
If you look at the amount of damage you do and he does more than 17, you don't want to attack him. And then you also want to look at this soldier because he will live at Volag will live at 1 HP. So
yeah,
keep that in mind. And then from here, Soth is going to move to this square. Tormod is going to shove Vika.
Is Tama dying then?
No, Tormod doesn't die.
Yeah.
Because
also, hello, Toffee. We are recording.
Then from here, Jill goes to this square because this Iron Longbow guy would attack from either of these tiles if you were here, but there's a pillar in the way, so he can't attack. Shift, take, drop. If you look at this guy, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can't reach this guy. And then we turn.
Yep, so, and the trick to this enemy phase.
For some reason, this Myrmidon attacks the right square instead of the left square. And since he attacks the wrong square, he doesn't let that Armor Knight in the way.
Yeah. Which is the crux of keeping this deathless. Balug will survive.
Alright, so One important thing to note is you may notice Ilyana is kind of far behind. Ilyana is not taking the chest key.
And therefore she will not get the Speedwing to deliver it to the Gelmerks.
Yes.
That's just kind of the cost of everything else we have to do in order to squeeze out the 4-turn.
Yeah. This is not bad news, though, in general, because we still will get the Speedwing. And I think the phrase in general will tell you a lot about who's getting the Speedwing. Okay.
Important rescue.
Yes, so it turns out Tigers and Nyla can rescue the Black Knight, which means we can do this whole rescue chain here.
But first we kill the Archer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you could also drop the Black Knight first, but for consistency's sake, it's probably good to remember a certain order to do these things in. Oh yeah, Tormod, don't die, please. He's fine. So we have to do this with Vika first because we are going to need to place Raphael up there soon.
Hang on. Oh yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Jill rescues and then Volvog does the take drop.
So the reason Ilyana can't be here is because Ilyana can't rescue Raphael. So maybe you could do it with Statue Frag Ilyana.
Where'd you even get that?
There's a one in the 1/9 shop.
Oh, okay. This fella donates his chest key.
So now we get to abuse the something mechanic that is almost never used, which is that axes do double damage to doors. I'm gonna break door with my son.
I mean, Jill has enough attack to break this door without the axe effectiveness, to be clear, but it is handy.
Yes. From here, we have Marim kill the Armor Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Marim has 100 accuracy, which is really nice. Now Vika wants to trade the chest key over to her inventory.
And then Kanta within 8 squares of the Speedwing chest.
Nyla just moves up and does nothing.
Wait. Makai goes there.
Yeah, Kaya goes there. And actually, we'll use
very important.
Just because she can. Nyla moves here.
Right. Or rather, left.
Yeah. And then Black Knight holds square. So the main heuristic here is you want the units with broken combat to do all your combat, and the units that don't have broken combat to not do any combat whatsoever.
And we achieve that pretty nicely. And so once Vika grabs the Speedwing, we're home free. Yep, that's the chest.
So, if I remember correctly, you don't need to do this, but technically, I think Vika's inventory goes to the Dawn Brigade.
Right. And so if you don't have to do that, then theoretically you can get a little more strike rack on Volog there. Yeah, and Ilyana also could have weakened that Armor Knight.
And that's one endgame cleared in 4 turns.
Woohoo!